Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllDay back with another video, and in this video I'll be doing an overview of The Human Target Volume 1 hardcover. As always, I'll be talking about a little bit of the story, the art, and of course if it's worth your purchase or not. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at front of the dust jacket. Kind of has that matte look and feel to it. Spine. The back. Alright, now let's take a look at the book itself, which I really like this piece. Front of the book, the spine, the back, and I'll do a full spread, which I really like. Alright, now let's take a look at the book and what this book is about. So mainly the book is about a character named Christopher Chance. And essentially, Christopher Chance is a human target. No pun intended because of the title of the book. So you can see it right here. But this individual is essentially a person who will take a bullet for you. Meaning, if you need someone to take a bullet for you, hire this person, he'll do it for you. And so one day, he gets hired by Lex Luthor. He's giving a speech as pretending to be Lex Luthor. And someone tries to assassinate Lex Luthor. And obviously, that failed. And so unfortunately, what happens is he ends up getting poisoned. And he's trying to figure out who poisoned him. Even though they were trying to poison Lex Luthor because he thought, this is Christopher Chance here, whoever it was thought they're trying to kill Lex Luthor, but ended up killing, or poisoning, I should say, Christopher Chance. So now Christopher Chance is trying to figure out who attempted to poison Lex Luthor, but ended up poisoning him. And while he's doing it, the story progresses. You're ending up finding out that some of the poison, there's traces of it within the Justice League International characters. So now Christopher Chance here is now trying to figure out who killed them from the Justice League International, but more importantly, he has 12 days to live. He has 12 days to figure out who did it and why, and that's mainly the gist of the story. I can't say too much because this is volume 1, like I said, but for the most part though, I really dig it. It's a lot of fun. It's really interesting to see how this guy kind of puzzles together, how he solves who's who. He does meet with different characters like Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, Martian Manhunter, Ice, Fire. I'm trying to think of any of the Guy Gardner, the Green Lantern, Dr. Midnight, of course, Lex Luthor. So you see his perspective in terms of him trying to investigate his own murder, or his own case, I should say. Meanwhile, also trying to figure out who's gonna lie, who's telling the truth. And I gotta say, it's a lot of fun. It's really fun because, one, I like the art. I think the art and that style is so good. For this hardcover, I feel like personally it should have been the gloss paper because the colors that are used out here, they're very vibrant colors, and it should have been that glossy paper to make the art really pop. The pacing of it is really good too. Sometimes it does slow down, especially with the Blue Beetle portion or story. It does slow down, but apart from that, it does pick up shortly after that and before that. So I would say the Blue Beetle story or chapter is kind of the slowest, but everything else about average, above average, and the story itself is really good. And you put that all together, this is a fun read, man. I really like this story. Again, this is volume 1, so you kind of get an idea how it's going to end, but the way it ends is really good. It hooked me in even more to where I'm like, dude, give me volume 2. Where do I pre-order volume 2? Because I'm really into this book, into the story, and man, it's such a good read. And Christopher Chance is really like a ladies' man. He's a real playboy, and he's sleeping with all these people. Meanwhile, he's trying to solve his murder, trying to figure out who tried to kill him, or who killed him or poisoned him. Even though they're trying to kill Lex Luthor, and more importantly, it's someone from the Justice League International. So he's trying to figure out who could it be, but he knows he can't just go up to like Martian Manhunter, Booster Gold, and so forth. He can't go up to him and say, hey, did you poison Lex Luthor? Because they're all going to say no. So he tries to kind of manipulate, trying to see who can, take his bait, per se, and kind of give away hints that maybe they did it or not. And as your story progresses, you start seeing a little twists and turns. I'm not going to spoil what it is, though. But for the most part, though, I really dig it. From beginning, middle to end, I really dig this story. This is a fun read. And of course, you can tell by my enthusiasm, highly recommend getting this book. Again, it's a lot of fun. It's different. It's not very action-based per se. There are some cool little fight scenes every now and then. But for the most part, though, it's just him trying to figure out who's who tried to kill Lex Luthor and trying to investigate, but just seeing in the interactions how he does with Martian Manhunter, Guy Gardner, Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, seeing the different personalities of each superhero, and in him trying to like trick each one. That's the fun part, is him trying to trick someone, try to, bait them into kind of saying something that they might give up, or give a hint that they're the ones who killed Lex Luthor. And that's the fun part. And I think Tom King did a fantastic job with that. So to me, The Human Target Volume 1 hardcover, definitely thumbs up. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, really interesting story. I really want to see how this turns out. And I'm telling you, when it ends, the last issue in this story, you're gonna be like, what? How what's gonna happen? How are they gonna pull this off? How is he gonna be able to pull this off? And that's where Tom King did a fantastic job. And thumbs up for me, man. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to spoil anything, but yes, highly recommend getting this book. Thumbs up for me. Let me know what you guys think. Have you read this book? Do you plan on reading this book? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the support channel to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So that includes an overview of The Human Target Volume 1, and on to the next one.